This week on The Choice, we're gonna hunt elk in Colorado.
Yeah, we're staying home here in Colorado, and we're chasing elk, and we're using some whitetail tactics to actually hunt these elk.
And we have Jess, he and Jen, his wife. They have some property around here too, and he's gonna be bow hunting some elk as well.
Yep, they're bringing Green Bay tactics here.
Green Bay tactics?
Yeah, because they're Green Bay Packers fans.
Oh, okay. Hey, this week on The Choice, we're hunting elk.
So we just dug our new water hole today. It's total clay, but we're gonna put some bentonite in there just to be safe so the water can stay in. So we're gonna be doing that, and hope it goes well.
They started by picking a natural low spot, then got to work digging a hole and shaping it out. Instead of using a liner, the base was packed with bentonite clay to help seal it up and hold water. Simple, effective, and ready to draw in wildlife for a great hunt. Meanwhile, at the Cianciarulos, it's a family work day in the woods. Ralph, Vicky, RJ, and Aubrey are out hanging a couple of new tree stands, getting everything prepped before the season is in full swing. They're checking the wind direction, trimming shooting lanes, tightening straps, and making sure each setup is safe, quiet, and right where it needs to be. It's all part of the process, and when the whole family is in on it, there's no better way to kick off the season.
Hanging up the stands, reading the cameras, doing all these things is just another piece of the puzzle. That when you put all these pieces together, you create that beautiful landscape, you create that story. And to be part of that and play a major role in it, man, there's nothing more satisfying. Well, yeah, maybe tagging a bull when Vicky does it. You know, a lot of people always question, why did we move out west? Well, one of the main reasons is years ago I had the opportunity at a real young age to chase elk, and it captivated my soul. And that's why we're here. Do you hear all the elk calling? Elk are probably one of the most vocal species that you'll hunt. There's the herd bull. Listen to the cow calls. You'll hear they're a little lower pitched than the calf cries. You know, when you have a bull answering back to your bugling, you have to move into position as quick as possible. Going through the Quakies, we spotted a small bull feeding up in a little grass pasture. I decided to keep the wind in my favor and just see how close I could get. It will allow you to get closer and closer to the animals that you're hunting. He can't see me. The brush and the tree are helping me to hide. Right there. The arrow passes completely through the bull. He still doesn't know what hit him. I'm pumped. You know, being here in Colorado and living on the mountain and having the opportunity to actually make things happen on our own little piece, a slice of heaven, is pretty awesome. And to have these elk, they don't live here, but they come through here. So trying to intercept them, using our spy points, you know, trying to use all of the knowledge that we've learned all these years and apply it to being successful, well, I've been doing it for years, and I hope to be doing it for many more years to come. We know we gotta pull up here somewhere, but we don't wanna go in. We're trying to try to get him to at least respond. Chet's on the other side of the ridge, and he's actually heard a cow and a bull, but they gotta be close because of this wind. It's just a matter of hearing them or locating them and trying to make the move on them.
The woods are waking up, and Ralph's making his move. It's about reading the signs, staying quiet, and slipping into position without disturbing anything. The wind's still good, and the light's just starting to crack through the trees. Then, Ralph spots movement.
When you're calling wild game to you, they have the unique ability to pinpoint where that sound comes from. So what happens sometimes when you're calling and you're the hunter as well, they hold up. And on most of the occasions we had this past fall was, I'm bugling, I'm cow calling, I might be raking, but then I have to stop because I need them to come and I need to be at full draw. Most of those times you need somebody to just maybe give a little cow call it. We just didn't have that this year. Hopefully, maybe next time we will.
He's just milling around now. He's just walking away. We don't want him to know that it was humans. So we're going to back up. What a great morning.
This segment is brought to you by Bass Pro Cabela's. Your adventure starts here. The choice is brought to you by Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's, Alps Outdoors, Browning Firearms, Dallas Safari Club, Easton Archery, and Gammo Air Guns.
I got the hat on. I'm ready to go, baby. This is it. First day sit here at home in Colorado. We got everybody here. And RJ and Aubrey actually hunted this morning. They heard some bulls bugle, which is cool. And we're gonna go sit a water hole that's been pretty active.
Well, we just got into our set. We're here in Colorado. We've got a southwest wind. It's actually blowing us straight this way. A couple times it swirled. So I sprayed some cow and estrus just on our tree to help mask that out just a little bit. We've got a creek that runs down below, and these elk come up or they come down up through this pasture, and then they keep going. We're hoping we can intercept them on the way. Spitfires, baby. So we're actually been taking whitetail tactics and turning them into elk hunting out west here. We love all this. Good luck, honey. Thank you, honey. Love you. Love you. So close.
Goodbye, darling. Love you. Good luck. The winds are kind of weird. It's cooler outside. Good luck.
Ralph's headed back to the stand, right here on the land they call home. They've put the work in year-round to make this property what it is. And now, it's just about staying patient and trusting the process. The sign's fresh, the wind's right, and anything can happen. Hunting your own ground, there's pride in that. And it makes every sit count just a little more. All it takes is one elk at the right moment, and everything changes.
Well, it's been really quiet down here for a few days now. But the other day I pointed out we got a fresh rub over there. It doesn't look like there's been a lot of activity in the wallow. They're really starting to bugle, so activity's picking up. It's been hot all day. Hopefully they hit this wallow before they head out to the big valley. It's a guessing game, and we're guessing right now, but we're trying.
Like on any hunt, even though it's at home, there's times that, the movement just stops. And sure enough, it did for us for a few days. And again, This is, some of the advantages and disadvantages of not having a lot of property to hunt. Like Vicky says, she'll call me up and go, hey, why don't you come up and mop the floors and sweep and clean the garage out and throw out the garbage and do all this other stuff. Yep, because it's probably the days to do that honey-do list.
As Ralph enjoys the wildlife back home, Jess is also out in the field trying to make it happen.
Yeah, so we just got set up, just breaking daylight here, and we got a bugle over where these big bulls have been across this valley. So we're going to start calling back to them here a little bit, see if we can get a response. There's been a lot of bulls around this area. Got my good man Eddie behind the camera today. We're going to knock something down. I have a good feeling. Should be good. I think that's the one from yesterday afternoon. So we've been hearing bugling all morning. We think there's two up on that ridge up there, and there's one down below us, which we gotta be careful here because he could come in quiet. But we finally spotted one of them, and it's the bull Chad and I saw yesterday afternoon. He's up on top, he's really pretty, he's got real long tines, real white rack. He's probably within 200 yards, isn't he? I think so. Yeah.
Now that Jess has spotted the elk from the ridge, he's headed down, hoping to cut them off where they're headed. It's only a matter of time.
Real light winds, so hopefully we don't get that swirling. But if they come into the water hole, we had two bulls come. I think within the last couple days we've had bulls in there, so we can hear them down there, and all we can do is get in there and sit. If they come in the water hole, we should get a good shot. We'll see what happens.
This segment is brought to you by Browning, the best there is. This segment is brought to you by Easton, made in the U.S. since 1922. Jess is heading down to the new watering hole they worked on during the off-season to prep for elk hunting this fall. The crew has seen some great bulls on the trail camera, and Jess is hoping he'll have just one of those beautiful elk come in during his sit. It's incredibly rewarding to be able to hunt on your own land, and it's something the crew will never take for granted.
We love this spot. I think we could kill a bull in this spot. First two nights we came in here, we had to get out. Wind swirls down here so bad. We're trying it tonight. It's supposed to be light and variable, but out of the south-southwest. We're gonna try it.
The mountain was quiet today. Jess put in the time, glassed every ridge, and held his ground. But sometimes the elk just don't show. Still, the wind carried something promising, bugles echoing through the timber just out of reach. And that's all it takes. One sound, one sign, enough to bring him back at first light. Because in elk country, tomorrow just might be the day. With bugles in the distance and hopes still high, Jess heads back in. Same spot, new day.
Well, I got down in here, sitting on a water hole. Gonna sit all day if I can. It's windy, but the wind's right now. It hasn't been swirling. There's been bulls all around this area. I can hear some bulls bugling up top. I waited till light to get in. It's real foggy and misty. Hopefully we can get her done today.
segment is brought to you by Tracker Off-Road, hard working from dawn till dusk. The choice is also brought to you by Hoyt Archery, Spy Point Trail Cameras, Tracker Off-Road, Traditions Muzzle Loaders, and these fine sponsors. Previously, Jess had a large bull elk come into the water hole he and Logan put in during the off-season. This is the moment he's waited for all year, and he doesn't hesitate.
We worked so hard this spring. We did so much work on this property. That's a dream come true, right there. Ralph and Vic are getting some knives, and I think I heard him crash down here. He ran back where he came from.
Well, Jess just shot a big old, his first bull ever, first elk hunt.
And it's a monster.
And it's on his own property, and he self-filmed it, and he's texting us, and he is so excited.
You guys get here? No, we're
he said, I'm not leaving the tree until you guys get here. He is so stoked.
This is the longest wait of my life.
I'm in the office working. You're running around doing
Yep.
some stuff in the cave, and we get the text
We
message.
get, and that text, it was like, oh my gosh, he did it. He got it done. And we were all so excited. We didn't waste any time. We hurried up, loaded up the tracker, and headed south.
I have not been that worked up in forever. Oh my God. He's wearing a harness because we are using whitetail tactics for elk. And it's working. And it's working.
Got it
That's
left
what
to
I
there.
thought. That's what I
So
thought.
that's a good chunk
Looks
of
like
arrow.
good blood.
Yes.
There's a bull running that way. Okay? But there's so many tracks. Oh my God. Yes. Look at that bull, buddy. Congratulations. Oh, look at that.
Oh my gosh, buddy. Look at that. Oh, we're so happy for you. We're so glad that we're here.
Look at that thing.
Oh.
5x5.
Look at the mass on it.
I don't even know what to say.
You don't need to say
I
anything.
don't even know what to
Just
say.
thank the God above.
That's right. Look at that.
Hi, honey.
Pretty cool.
I'm so excited for you.
Yeah, we did it. We did it.
That's awesome.
So.
Oh, buddy.
He's beautiful.
On your own property.
Logan's working back
Logan's
in
working.
Wisconsin, and
Yep.
You're down here shooting your first elk
Yep.
on your own.
Trav, you know, they're all
First
busting
Oh
their
my
butt.
gosh.
Isn't it wonderful?
It's a dream come true.
It is,
I mean,
buddy.
And then to shoot one like this is.
Oh my gosh. He carries his mass. He's a big mature
I mean, this
bull.
is your first elk,
This-
period.
Yeah, I'm spoiled already.
Yeah, you
Oh
should
yeah,
shoot
you're
like
so
a
sniper
you're so
or something.
spoiled.
I
You're
should-
so spoiled.
It's hard to work your way up.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks,
That's
guys.
so awesome.
Appreciate all.
So
everything.
happy.
I'm gonna say it. He's a cheesehead.
He's spoiled.
The Packers are really proud of him right now. They might even have like Johnsons on their jerseys
Oh
for Sunday's
my
game.
gosh! Well,
Johnsonville brats.
Johnsonville brats right
we
here.
have a lot to do now. It's so cool to hunt elk on our own property here at home.
We never thought or ever dreamed that we would have the opportunity to hunt elk on our own property. And
Right.
again, it's not a lot of acreage.
No.
It's just being in the right place at the right time.
Yep. And Jess, congratulations.
Wow, that was awesome, bud.
Like his first ever elk hunt. Never went on a guided elk hunt. spike point cameras. I mean, we helped him out with ponds and
On
stuff.
his own
but
35
on his own
acres.
35 acres. Jess, you rock. Filled the freezer up. I'm sure Jen and Logan are pretty excited about having all that elk meat.
We all are.
We are. And hey, you guys, we want to thank you guys for making your choice
The choice.
We'll see you next week.
Closed captions brought to you by Wounded Warrior Outdoors, providing wounded service men and women with therapeutic outdoor adventures.
Arrow.
Don't ever hit my mirror. Okay. 2 mornings now. We've had bulls right up here. Right.
We're bow hunting elk here in Colorado.
What are we doing? We got started again. Sorry. I screwed that up. If I was tall enough, I could. Hang on.
I'll get it.
I got it. No, I didn't. You know, as we get older, we get smarter.